Hello and welcome to AmakhosiTalks. Well, if this is your first time stopping by this channel, please do subscribe and don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so that you are notified whenever we make new uploads. Also, please help out this channel by liking this video so that we are able to reach more Khosi fans out there. Well, Khosi Nation, it seems the turn of the year has brought some daylight in our camp. Not only have we started to pick up points, but for the very first time this season, we have managed to win back-to-back matches. Now, of course, we will be looking to make it 3 wins in a row on Tuesday when we face Tshakhuma FC. And we are going to cover the preview of that match a little later. But first, I want us to take a closer look at what has changed for us to start picking up points. We are going to look at the individuals who have made a significant improvement in terms of their individual performances. And also, we will look at the one major area which has taken many by surprise, and that is the new setup that Coach Gavin Hunt has come up with. We are going to cover as much as possible as we can. So, without wasting any more time, let's start talking AmakhosiTalks. Now, starting off things today, guys, like I've mentioned, for the first time this season, we have managed to win 2 games in a row. Now, to many of us, considering the stature of our club, this shouldn't be a surprise for us. This is what we normally do in past seasons. But the truth is, it hasn't been going our way lately. Both on and off the pitch issues have in one way or the other derailed us, of course. Now, the first part of this video, we are basically answering a question, or rather 2 questions. One, has the return of some key players in the lineup brought back that confidence and belief in the team? Or has our coach Gavin Hunt's recent drastic changes in the team's setup been that ultimate change that was needed? As usual, Khosi fans, join in on the comment section and keep the conversation going. Now, in trying to answer the first question on the recent return of some key players in the lineup, I think it goes without saying, for many games now, it's been quite clear that we lack that cutting edge. Be it the presence of a player which instills fear into the opponents, or just a plain proven player who always has the ability to sway games in our favor. The return to the squad of Samir Nukovic and Dumisani Zuma has seen us power through these last 2 matches, even though the football that we displayed wasn't all that convincing. Certainly, having Samir Nukovic present in the field lifts the pressure off in some of our players. Better yet, the whole team plays very well knowing that if we manage to give this guy the ball, then something will surely happen. And that is no exaggeration from my part, because in the last 2 matches, Samir Nukovic has provided an assist and a goal. Now, that's 2 direct goal involvement in the last 3 goals that we have scored combined. And that, for me, Nukovic makes a very big difference. We are certainly a better team with him on the field. Now, of course, Samir Nukovic isn't the only one to get all the praise. There are other players who have also contributed thus far. Dumisani Zuma has come back and has given us his fair share of contribution. But in all fairness, I don't think he is quite there yet. It's still going to take some time before we see him return to his best form on the field. But it does make a difference with him also on the pitch. Now, other players which I feel do deserve a shout out are Nkosimpile Ngcobo, Happy Mashiane and Akumu Agai. Now, Akumu, for one, has been somewhat of a revelation in the absence of Eric Matoho. And personally, from the start of his career at Chiefs, I've always thought that he is a much better centre-back than a holding midfielder. The issue of mobility is not that much of a problem when playing at centre-back. and that's one area where we know he lacks. But it will be interesting to see if Coach Hunt will stick with him when Mathoho does eventually return. Now, moving on to our coach Gavin Hunt, I think he would have been the one person to raise his hand up and account to how dismal the team had been in recent games. Solutions were required, and we have suddenly seen him change the setup of the team. The one big area, or rather the change, is the new role that Daniel Cardoso now operates in. For many, it goes against what you would ideally call an attacking team, coupled with the fact that at right back, Siyabonga Ngezane has become a usual starter. Now, that means it leaves us with 4 potentially non-attacking players in our play. But I do have to commend his strategy because it allows him to field those ball players that we desperately wanted to see in the past. Now, like I said, of course, we have managed to win, but we haven't been as dominant as one would wish. Certainly, the last game against Cape Town City, we nearly played a draw. Now, likewise, guys, share your thoughts in the comment section. It will be interesting to hear your points of view on the sudden change of form in our team. And now, finally, moving on to the preview of the match, which we are playing this Tuesday at the FNB Stadium against TTM. Now, I know we are in a purple patch at the moment, but there will be one worrying factor to this match, and that is, since the start of the season, we haven't won a single match at home, and that is no record that any team would want to have. Even when the season starts, or even when things aren't going your way, you always look to your home games to be the matches where you get to have a fighting chance. But not for us, because in a possible of 15 points that we could have collected at home, we have only collected 3 points. It certainly does not look good. However, we should be boosted by the fact that TTM are winless in their last 7 consecutive games in the league. From their perspective, this is not a fixture they would have wanted to play after losing 3-0 at home to another Soweto giant in the recent games. But putting all of that aside, from our perspective, we need to keep the momentum going. At this stage of the season, and considering our league position, I think it almost matters very little how we win, but just that we win. Whatever the case may be, we need the consistency that our coach has shown lately. And that is why I will go for an unchanged lineup from our last game. The first 15 to 20 minutes, we were very good, and we will be hoping that that sort of display comes to effect on Tuesday. In terms of my score prediction, TTM are a decent side, but I think they have a lot of problems at the moment in their camp. And in continuing with our form, I see us pulling a 2-0 win scoreline in our favor. Watch out for Samir Nukovic because he might just appear on the scorer's sheet at the end of the match. Well, Khosi Nation, let's hope that things have changed for the better, and surely we will keep climbing up the league table and gracefully return to where we belong. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will meet you in my next upload. Ikhosi, alipheli umoya.